Hey everyone, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be all about makeup products that I wish I had purchased sooner. A lot of these items that I'm going to mention in here are items that were continually recommended to me, or I would see them, being featured in favorites videos or tutorials over and over again by other YouTubers, and I was like, yes, I want to try that, but I'm not going to buy it quite yet. And now that I have these products, I'm like, shame on you, Samantha. You should have gotten these much sooner. So if you would like to see the makeup products that I wish I had bought sooner, why don't we go ahead and get started. So the first one I want to talk about is a makeup product that I just have been recommending like left and right. No one should be surprised to see this one in this video. This is from Urban Decay. It is the Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector. Okay, so this one I actually had not seen really anything about. I ended up getting a PR package from Urban Decay one day, and I was showing it on my Snapchat, and so many people were writing back and saying the One and Done is my holy grail, One and Done is my favorite, oh my gosh, you got the One and Done. And I'm like, what's the One and Done? And then I tried it and I was like, why have I not heard more people talking about this? Why have I not gotten this sooner? I don't understand. Where did we go wrong? This is the bomb. I am almost out of this, and I just got it a couple months ago. I have taken this traveling with me. It really has just become a favorite of mine. It's really interesting because it's called the Hybrid Complexion Perfector. It's supposed to be kind of like, from what I gather, kind of like a cross between like a BB cream, but then also a foundation. It's not supposed to be really heavy. It's, said to be lightweight, but it still blurs out the skin and all this good stuff. To me, I think of it as more of a foundation, but just with a little bit of a, not even lighter coverage, because I'm not a big fan of like really light coverage foundations. Like the coverage is still, I would say like solid light to medium, teetering on medium, but it's so lightweight on the skin. It's just so nice. You don't feel like you're wearing foundation. It's really effortless to put on, and I just think the end result is just super stunning. So this is one that I wish I would have had in my collection sooner. I wish I would have heard about sooner. I wish I would have been recommending it sooner. I just love my One and Done. Another foundation that I have here is from Makeup Forever. This is the Ultra HD foundation. Now this is one that I heard a ton about, and then also the Stick foundation, which the Stick foundation is also still on my Sephora Loves list, and I swear I'm going to get it one of these days. But since I got this one, I was like, let's just take your time, Samantha, because I'm buying so many other foundations at the moment. But the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, I was always hearing so many people talk about it. I think one of the big reasons why I didn't gravitate towards it right away is because Makeup Forever was a brand that I didn't really have a ton from. I'm kind of brand loyal, I would say. When I find a brand that I really enjoy or I really love, I gravitate towards them a lot, and I buy a lot of their different products, and I buy a lot of their new releases and things like that. And Makeup Forever was one that, I don't know, I think maybe I thought it was kind of pricey when I was first starting out with makeup, so even when I was hearing all these people recommend it, I was like, I don't know, I'll stick with the other brands that I, know and love so much. And I'm really upset with myself because I love this foundation. I actually got this sent to me in an influencer box, and I got the email of saying that I was in the Makeup Forever box. I was like, oh my gosh, that's super cool. And then when they sent the foundation, I was like, no way, I've always wanted to try this. And it was a full-size foundation, so I was like, this is the freaking bomb, and I love this foundation. I was just wearing it, I think it was the day before I'm filming this video. It's definitely one of those. I did a video of like my, what did I call it, my safety net makeup products, like the makeup products that I just reach for when I don't have to think about doing my makeup. I don't have to take extra time doing my makeup. I just reach for those products that never fail me, and this is turning into one of those products because the other day I was in a rush. I just needed to get my makeup done. I was like, what foundation am I gonna wear? And I pulled out the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. So this is definitely one I wish I would have gone for sooner. Another item here from Urban Decay, and I think I have one more coming up. I don't know what it was about Urban Decay, but I even said it in past videos, like Willy Bite videos, like just not really gravitating a ton towards the brand, all these different things, and I don't know why, because I'm like deeply ashamed of myself, because now I'm loving so many of their products. It is insane. But this is definitely a concealer that everyone was always hyping up. This is the Naked Skin Concealer. So the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, the full name of it. What I think happened with this one is that everybody was always recommending this one, and I also heard people always recommending the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I had these two, this one and the Nars. I had those both on my list for a very long time of, you just need to try these, etc. And I ended up being able to try the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I want to say it was maybe with the So Schwa box is what's in my mind where I got to try it from. It was a subscription box. It's no longer available now, but you could get like samples of high-end makeup, and they would send you pretty decent samples. And I did not like the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer or whatever that was. I did not like that concealer at all. So when I had both of these on my list, I was like, okay, well, number one failed me, so I'm not gonna go for number two. Like, I'll stick with what I like. I have a ton of concealers that I love, and then the Shape Tape came out, and you know, everyone's world blew up, so I was like, nope, I just don't need to go for it. And when Urban Decay sent that package with the one and done, they also sent these concealers, and I was like, I'll just give it a try. Like, why did I pick the Nars over the Urban Decay? That was where my mistake was, because I love this concealer, and I swear, guys, since I started using this one, which was a couple months ago, same as with the one and done, I think I've reached for my Shape Tape like 2 or 3 times. I think this one has officially jumped above the Shape Tape, and that is saying a lot because I love the Shape Tape and I recommend it all the time. I use it all the time, but sitting here right now, I cannot remember the last time that I used my Shape Tape. And I have other concealers that I enjoy too, but like, this is my number one right now. This is what's going traveling with me. Like, this is mine. Like, this is my concealer at the moment. I'm super bummed I was not buying this sooner, because this is the bomb. I always heard people raving about the Tarte blushes, the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. Oh, they're so good, they're so pigmented, they're so long lasting. And I'm like, yeah, they're so expensive though. Like, what do you do about that? I'm not really sure. And then, was it last year? I think it was this past year that the birthday gift at Sephora was a Tarte mini blush and like a Tarte mini lipstick. And I was like, let's go ahead and go for that. So I got this cute little mini blush in Tarte from Tarte for my birthday gift from Sephora. And I was like, oh, well, I really like those blushes, so that's neat. So I learned my lesson that Tarte blushes are actually fantastic. And then I did want to, like, as the holiday time was coming up, I was like, I should purchase one of those Tarte blush books that everybody talks about. But then I heard some people saying that the Tarte holiday blushes are not typically as good as the regular blushes, so then I wasn't really sure what to do. But I actually had a subscriber send me the Tarte Big Blush Book 3 that they came out for this holiday time. Now I'm telling you guys, I use this nearly every single day. I'm reaching for this so often that I have to remind myself to use something else. I have on Kindred today, and it is one of my favorite neutral blushes. I think it is gorgeous, and then Peachy is a gorgeous peachy blush. I love these blushes, and even though I have this huge book and my mini, they still have other holiday releases out. They have another big one where I think it has 8 blushes, but then they have a quad, and I'm really considering getting the quad. Even though I clearly don't need any more Tarte blushes, but I still want it because I still want more Tarte blushes in my life. Like, how crazy is that? But yes, the Tarte blushes, I feel like they are just as good as everybody says they are, and I wish I would have gone for them sooner. So I have a brow product here to talk about, and if you guys are not new to my channel, or you're maybe following me from like way back when I first started, and especially when I first started my beauty videos versus my book videos, you might know that I struggled with brows, that for probably almost my first full year of being on YouTube, I did not do my brows. I just left them be in their natural state, which really confused and actually upset a lot of people. And once I was like, okay, girlfriend, like, let's try to learn how to do your brows, I was buying different products and nothing was really working out. I wasn't getting the hang of it, and I was getting super frustrated because I was like, I'm trying, but I'm not learning. Like, what is happening here? And then I finally purchased from Benefit the Precisely My Brow Pencil, and it was just like, it clicked. I was able to get it. And so this pencil, I wish I would have just gone for this in the beginning. I know these are more expensive. These are in the $20 range, and I kept going for more of like the drugstore affordable brow products because I was trying to learn, you know, that's how I justified it, you know, because I was like, well, you don't want to, you know, get something really expensive and not be able to get it because then it's a waste of money. But honestly, I think if I just would have hopped over the other ones that I had been trying and just have went for the Precisely My Brow Pencil, I felt like months of frustration and tears over brows could have been erased if I just went with the Precisely My Brow pencil. I have this on today, and even though I actually wasn't going to film today, so I did a sheet mask right before, and for some reason I think having a sheet mask on and then trying to do brows is like the hardest thing in the world, so I'm probably not having a great brow day. I do apologize for that, but I did want to get this video filmed. But the Precisely My Brow, I mean, I always have this one in my clutch. It always comes in my travel bag with me. It's just my favorite. It's just my favorite. I wish I would have purchased this sooner. So the next item I have here is the other one from Urban Decay that I was talking about. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know what I'm about to say. Let's all say it together. Sin. Yes. The Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlight in Sin. Wow. And I have you guys to thank for having me buy this little guy. I was asking for suggestions for my Trying a Subscriber's Favorite Makeup video, and everybody, and I mean everybody, was saying Urban Decay Sin. So I bought this little guy. The highlighters are pretty pricey at $26, but I bought it because I was like, okay, everyone's telling me that this is their favorite, so I'm going to do it. And what? Okay, that turned into my favorite as well. It is such a stunning highlight, and it has me completely sold on the Urban Decay highlights at this moment. I'm planning on picking up one of the Urban Decay highlight palettes. I'm not sure which one yet. They have an older one, and then they just released a new one. I haven't decided which one I'm going to get yet. If you guys have any opinions, let me know. But I feel like the older one maybe has more shades that would be good for my skin tone. The newer one has some kind of like funkier shades, but I'm like, don't be afraid of funky highlights, girls. I don't know which one I'm gonna do, but I am I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting for those Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. I am patiently waiting over here, but I am sold. I definitely want more Urban Decay highlights. I'm like embarrassed that I didn't know that these were so good sooner. I'm embarrassed that I didn't have these in my collection sooner. I'm so sorry, Urban Decay highlighters. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to wrap it up with two different lip products. The first one here are from Dose of Colors. The Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, and I just love these. And I always heard people recommending Dose of Colors lipsticks, especially Stone. You guys remember when everybody was wearing Stone? What are you wearing today? Dose of Colors Stone. Like, I just wanted to lie and say I was wearing Dose of Colors Stone because I felt like I wasn't fitting in. And it was finally when Dose of Colors came to Ulta that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a try. So not only did I pick up Stone, duh, but I also bought an eyeshadow palette, which I'm so impressed with as well. But such a liquid lipstick lover anyways, like these are what I'm really gravitating towards, because not only do I have Stone, but then I also picked one up from their Mint collection, and this one is called Minty. And then I actually had my friend Candace send me this one, which is in Rosebud. I was just wearing it in one of my recent clothing haul videos, not my last one, but the one with Windsor and Carly Bible and Misguided. I was wearing it in there. It's a really cool toned lipstick, but man, am I embarrassed. I'll just do some swatches real quick. Here are some swatches of the three that I have. So this one is Stone, this one is Minty, and the last one here is Rosebud. So, I mean, I love all three shades, of course, but I also love the formula, and I'm so upset with myself that I didn't purchase them sooner. It was totally because they weren't in, you know, like an Ulta. I'm someone who, I need to get over this. I know that I do, but I'm just so attracted to the reward systems at like a Sephora and Ulta, or websites like Tarte. I know Tarte has a really good reward system too, so I purchase from the Tarte website every once in a while, but it's just so much better. You know, you get your Ebates, and then especially Ulta. Like, I'm a sucker for Ulta because I feel like their rewards system is just like the freaking bomb. So that's why when they went into Ulta, I was like, okay, I'm finally going to try them. And I'm like, girl, you should have just ordered from their website, because this was a shame that I did not have the liquid lipsticks in my collection sooner. Just a crying shame. And then the final lipsticks I want to talk about are from Ofra. Oh yes, I've also been talking about Ofra a lot in my videos lately, but I just finally tried their liquid lipsticks for the first time this year, and I was like, why? Why? Because I always heard people recommending not only the Ofra lipsticks, but also the highlighters. I could have put the Ofra highlighters in this video as well, but I just love the lipsticks even more. And I think it again was the same thing as Dose of Colors. Once Ofra came over into Ulta, I was like, okay, I'll give them a try, and just thought like, wow, you have really been missing out. You have been missing out. I not only had to grab Stone from Dose of Colors out of my clutch, I also had to grab Manila from Ofra out of my clutch. I was actually just wearing Manila last weekend when we went out, and it's one of my favorite nudes, so it was still in my clutch from that night out. So I'm just gonna do a few swatches here so I can show you three. These are only three that I have. I think I have like 7 or maybe 8 of the Ofra liquid lipsticks. So here are some swatches. So I have Bel Air, and then Manila, and then also Nude Potion. Nude Potion was one that was in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, but Manila is definitely a favorite nude of mine. I feel like these are so long lasting, they're super comfortable. I'm just obsessed. I want even more Ofra liquid lipsticks. I think they're fantastic, so I really wish I would have had these in my collection sooner. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for today's video, chatting about makeup that I wish I would have purchased sooner, that I wish I would have had in my collection sooner. I would love to know what makeup products you guys have now that you absolutely love, that you're like, man, if only I got my hands on that sooner. I would love to know some of your products down below, so be sure to leave some comments down there. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video though, and if you did, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.